What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we have another ranking video. I felt like I did a lot of ranking videos, but I guess we're preparing for June and stuff, maybe, I don't know. But regardless, we're gonna be ranking the Mario Kart DS courses. Last time I did Mario Kart Wii, and now it's time for Mario Kart DS. That one did get second place on my poll, so I decided to do Mario Kart DS. Let's just go ahead and get this started. So, here we go. Starting this off with Airship Fortress. This is a track that's beloved by so many people, and I can't blame them. We don't really get a lot of airship courses in the Mario Kart series, but probably because they only just existed. But still, you have to watch out for bullet bills. You go inside the airship with rocky wrenches and fire. You have to shoot from a can in a loop section. There's a lot to this track, so I can't blame them for loving it. Probably putting this in A tier. Don't worry, we'll get to the S tier in a bit. A tier is like the ones I love, by the way. Next up we have is Bowser's Castle. I feel like I hardly see anyone talk about this Bowser Castle course. Like, gee, I don't see anyone talk about any Bowser Castle course nowadays. But anyway, you go inside, there's swamps, there's a section that turns the platform. Yeah, there's really nothing too crazy. I guess for DS standards, it's not really a bad Bowser Castle course. It's just the other ones. There's just better ones out there, like Wii. and yeah, that goes in A tier. Next up we have is Cheep Cheep Beach. This is a track I used to love in Mario Kart DS as a kid. I grew up with that game, obviously. And basically, it's just a beach area that's nice to drive on. I'm not sure if it compares to the 8 version. I mean, they're mostly the same, so yeah. But I can't compare it to the amazing courses, so B tier. Next up we have is Delfino Square. Oh, I love this one a lot. Anything with Mario Sunshine is always gonna fill me with joy. It's just, you know, a nice peaceful music. And then you have the huge bridge, and you have the whole little town to go through. Man, I love this course so much. A tier. Alright, next up we have is Desert, I think it's Dry Deserts. Yeah, Dry Desert, something like that. There's so many Desert Hills. Yeah, Desert Hills. Why are there so many desert courts in Mario Kart? Speaking of that, yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one. I mean, the Angry Sun is there, which is a nice touch. That shoots fire. And then you have to watch out for Pokies. Yeah, that's about it. C tier. Desert Ruins from Mario Kart Wii is the only actual fun desert course I can have in. I'm sorry. Anyway, next up we have is DK Pass. Yeah, I gotta remember that. I was about to say DK Summit. I'm too obsessed with that course, even in 8. So, DK Pass. Even though this is a Donkey Kong course, you think it will be my favorite one in this game. It isn't, unfortunately. But it's still a course I really love for DS. Nice peaceful music going up a snowy mountain. You gotta watch out for snowballs. I used to love this course a lot. So I'm putting this in A tier. It's not my favorite in the game. We'll talk about my actual favorite. But it's a really fun one. Next up we have is Figure 8 Circuit. The name speaks for itself, and this is one of the most boring courses in Mario Kart history. I don't care if people want this back. To the whole purpose of Mario Kart 8, this track sucks. It goes in a 8. Nothing going on. I know it's a beginner course, so you're not really expecting much, but compared to most beginner courses in the entire series, this is easily one of the most boring ones. D tier. Sorry, get mad all you want. Next up we have is Bowser Castle 3, I believe, from GBA. There's so many Bowser Castles they brought back. I used to really love this one, despite being mostly on the flat side, honestly. Like, I used to play this a lot with the tricks and the huge gate section near the end. Gotta watch out for thwomps as well. I really like this one. B tier. Next up we have is Luigi Circuits. Or, is that correct? Something like that. Yeah. Or Luigi Raceways. I don't know, I'll just look it up in the meantime. Anyway, yeah, this course. It's raining! And you have puddles you gotta watch out for. This is another track from Mario Kart, from Mario Kart Super Circuit that, got brought back. I'm kind of surprised. It's definitely a nice, even for mostly flat, it's a nice one. For sure. Luigi Circuit. Okay, it might be Luigi Circuit. I don't know. Regardless, it's a nice course, so... Yeah, Luigi Circuit, I was right. It's a nice course, so B tier. Gotta give Luigi the respect. Next up we have is Peach Circuit, which is also technically a beginner course as well. Not much of this one, it's just mostly flat. Get to see a nice Peach's castle, I guess. Yeah, nothing too crazy about this one. C tier. I'm not big on any of the Mario Kart Super Circuit tracks except for like 2 of them. But which is right here. Sky Garden. God, I love this track so much. It's such a beautiful one. Like, I love the music. I love the background of it. Oh my god, this track is just glorious. I'm glad they brought it back, honestly. There's one thing I can say with Super Circuit tracks, this one is an exception, of course. It sucks they ruined it in Mario Kart 8, but whatever, man. B tier. Next up, we have is Baby Park. You either love this course or you hate it. In the DS version, this is easily the worst one. Like, it's going around 5 times, there's barely anything going on. This track sucks. This version of Baby Park sucks. Play Double Dash or 8. Those are like the better versions. Next up we have is Luigi Raceway, which is another track that come back from Mario Kart Double Dash. On most of the beginner courses, I'm kind of cool with this one, honestly. It is mostly an 8, yes, but at least there's actual stuff going on, so I can tolerate with this one more than Figure 8 Circuit, so... But I'm probably still gonna I'll probably put it in B tier, to be honest, because I kind of like the music. Next up we have is Mushroom Bridge. This is a track people really love, and I can't blame them, honestly. The track is really nice, and I love them, and I like the music, and there's just a bunch of traffic cars to watch out for. I honestly prefer Mushroom City, or whatever, in Double Dash, the other traffic course, over Mushroom Bridge, honestly. But it's a nice course, so I can't blame them. B tier. Next up we have is Yoshi Circuit. This is another track coming back from Mario Kart's Double Dash. Basically, it's a Yoshi, so you're driving around a whole Yoshi, which is pretty much the whole point of the course. So, yeah. I never understood the hype for this one, to be honest. But it's a nice course. It's just a B tier. I don't think it's that amazing. Next up we have is Luigi's Mansion. I love this one a lot. It's based on Luigi's Mansion, of course. You go inside the mansion, you got booze, depending on if you're playing Grand Prix or Versus mode, and a huge puddle with trees moving. It's a weird one, but that's what makes it great. I have to put this in S tier. I love Luigi's Mansion. Next up we have, oh god, one of the worst courses in Mario Kart history, Yoshi Falls. It took till Mario Kart 8 to give Yoshi an actual fun course, which is the Yoshi's Island one, by the way. Yeah, it's just a big circle with nice backgrounds. That's it. D tier. Next up we have is Mario Circuit for DS. There's also a track that came back in Mario Kart DS, back when people were hoping for Airship Fortress or Luigi's Mansion. But, yeah, it's a nice Mario Circuit course. I can tolerate with this one. Not really big on most circuit courses, but it's nice. B tier. Next up we have is Banji Boardwalk. This is a track I honestly kind of like the concept in. Not sure if I like it more in this game or at 64. If yes, in terms of difficulty, I probably prefer DS, but man, I love this course, and I love the kind of music, spooky type music. I like it. B tier. Not an A tier since it is mostly on the flat side, but still, it's a nice one. Next up we have is Choco Mountain, another Mario Kart 64 course that was brought back. Yeah, not much to say, honestly. It's mostly the same in Mario Kart 64, so yeah, with rocks falling, you can kind of fall at one point, so yeah, I think a nice B tier is good enough. Next up we have is Fraby Snowland, another course I really like. This game really did bring back a lot of Mario Kart 64 courses, but what else can you choose? Anyway, you have basically, it's just snowman you gotta watch out for in a nice, peaceful snow place. B tier. Next up we have is Moo Moo Meadows. I get both of them mixed up, but this is the one from Mario Kart 64. But it's just Monty Moles. This is a short course, nothing too crazy in this one. The one in Wii is just better. Next up we have is Peachy Gardens, or Peach Gardens, I guess. Yeah, I like this one. This is a nice course. I wasn't too big on it before, but until it returned in Mario Kart 8, where I loved it more, honestly. You got chain chomps to watch out for in a nice garden. Where does Peach get chain chomps from anyway? Anyway, nice B tier. Next up we have is Rainbow Road from Mario Kart DS. I never understood the hype for this Rainbow Road. A lot of people say it's one of their faves, but I don't know. But I won't blame them. It's a nice one with a huge loop you go through. That's honestly like probably the best part of the course, so A tier. Next up we have is Shroom Ridge. This is a track I used to play a ton, honestly. I don't know why. And I love the music so much. One of the trap courses I really love. Hate me all you want, but A tier. I really love this one. I don't care. Next up we have is Choco Island. Fucking D tier. This and the first one, or just the second one or whatever, are just not fun. It's just, I don't like the controls in them. Donut Plains, I believe this is the second one. I don't know if it doesn't look that familiar to the third one. I don't remember, but regardless, it's just mostly flat with water you can fall in. I don't know how you will fall in it, but yeah, nothing too crazy. It's a SNES course, so see. Koopa Beach. I believe it was called Koopa Beach. Yeah, something like that. Just a nice beach area. I know it's mostly short, but I can actually tolerate with these courses in Super Mario Kart, so I think above C. Next, Mario Circuit. Brought back the very first course in Mario Kart. I mean, I get that, but come on, it's nothing that special. D tier, don't need to explain that. Next up is TikTok Clock. This is a track a lot of people really love in Mario Kart 8 and of course, this game is TikTok Clock from Mario Kart 64. Got clock hands to watch out for. A lot of stuff going on. A tier. Next up we have is Wario Stadium. I really love this one. I love the music here and the other one we'll talk about. And I just love tricky off. It's just a nice background. Oh, not C tier, A tier. And last but not least, Waluigi Pinball. What more do I need to say? It's Waluigi's freaking pinball machine. I don't know how Waluigi came up with a pinball machine, but this is easily the best course in Mario Kart DS. And that's my ranking of the Mario Kart DS courses. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, everyone. What's your favorite track in Mario Kart DS? I bet most people are going to say Waluigi Pinball, but it's my favorite, so I won't complain. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time for more. Later, folks.